What's up guys, this is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, and today I have for you a Mecha Phantom Beast deck profile. If you are one of the subscribers to my channel and you have watched the Circuit Break sneak peek, you will remember me saying something along the lines of when I post Samurai Destroyer or the new Mecha Phantom Beast, this will be good for my Mecha Phantom Beast deck. Because truth is, I was playing my Mecha Phantom Beast deck at the sneak peek event, which underperformed, but was an incredibly fun deck to play with. So if you do decide to play this deck, just a reminder, it's not competitive in any way, and it's more so a really fun deck to see if you can try and pull off combos. So it's a fun, good little fun deck. Emphasis on fun. So anyway, I'm just going to get started with the deck profile. I actually, going into this event, I forgot to put in my max C, which I dare now just added into my deck. I also couldn't find two more copies of two very important cards for this deck. But I've managed to get one of them after the event while I was trading and stuff. But anyway, I was meant to be running 3, but I'm currently have 2 of Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line. So he is a machine tuner, a level 2 tuner. As a tuner, you're not actually going to use him for his tuner, but for his graveyard effect, which you combo off Foolish. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, you special summon Mecha Phantom Beast token. That's already good because you have tokens protecting your Mecha Phantom Beast, and also you already have level manipulation. And if you're going 7, that sets you up for rank 7s. Because I decided to play mostly level 4 Mecha Phantom Beast to go, because when I was playing the level 3 ones, they didn't really synergize well, so I ended up only playing the level 4s. But you want it for his token. Also, when he's in the graveyard, it doesn't have the effect where it says accept a turn of center. So if you use Foolish and then banish him, you can use its effect to get an additional normal summon of a Mecha Phantom Beast monster. So that gives you an instant Big Eye, say, or Draco Sack, which is also a pretty good card. I played one of Mecha Phantom Beast Boom Pala. It's a level 3 tuner. He's the one you're going to be synchroing with the most because of the new card, Samurai Destroyer, which when he's destroyed, you special summon a machine from graveyard, which is brilliant. When he first got announced, it was a week in before Circuit Break that I decided I was going to play this deck because why not? But yeah, he mostly uses him for synchro. He also has another effect: if your opponent controls a monster and you control none, you can banish him and summon tokens. They also their banishing effects also synergize well with Vermilion Dragon Mech, which I decided to play in the extra deck, because when Vermilion Mech is destroyed by card effect, you add one of your banished tuners to hand, so you can reuse your Boom Power. I'm playing 3 of the new one, Mecha Phantom Beast Raiden. So he's the new one, but he isn't exactly what Mecha Phantom Beast needed. While I was playing with the deck, I found out that what the deck actually needs is more Mecha Phantom Beasts that can special summon themselves, because they all rely on, you can't really spam the board enough. So if there were Mecha Phantom Beasts that's only effect was if you control Mecha Phantom Beast token, you special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. That makes this deck a bit better, because now you can actually go into your Xyzs as much and your synchros. Because apart from that, they can't really do much. I'm playing 3 Mecha Phantom Beast Coatwing, because when he's special summoned, you spawn 2 tokens. The destruction effect is also pretty decent, but you mostly want it for token effect, because when he's summoned, you spawn 2 tokens. That gives you access to Super Dreadnought, Wheel Cannon, Dora. And also, when we get the wind link, you can use the tokens, because they are winds. So when we get the wind, I think it's the insect guy. You can use him to go into tokens to open up 2 action monster zones if you wanted to. I didn't find any more, and I didn't have time to buy them online. But I played 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf. You mostly play on the 2, because his token summoning is when he's normal summoned, which is very important for the deck. And because of O-Line, you can get a second normal summon, which means he also sets you up for a rank 10 once you combo off O-Line. And then for the last Mecha Phantom Beast monster in the deck, we are playing the Stratos of the deck. Well, sort of, because when you tribute a token to search for a Mecha Phantom Beast, so he's sort of like Stratos, and his token summoning effect is when another token is summoned, you summon another one. So he sets you up for rank 10s. But you're probably going to tribute one of those tokens for the search effect. And you really only play him for a search effect. Then I had to get some combo enablers in the deck, so I played 3 silver gadgets. Because they can help you stall out if you ever need to, which I did do quite a lot of, and 3 gold gadget. So basically the priority with gold gadget and silver gadget is to they're a defensive mechanism, so when one is destroyed, you summon another one from deck, which helps you survive. Also, you can also go into Yugioh and X with them and search out combo pieces for the following turn. But because this Mecha Phantom base, you can't really do much after that, so it's a fun deck. One Max C. I forgot to play this in the sneak peek until somebody else said I activate Max C, and I was like, oh, damn it, I forgot to put Max C in my deck. But yeah, you have to put a Max C. I remember to forget E, but I forgot Max C. It's kind of like that. So those are it for your monster cards. You play 1 Foolish Pearl to combo off the Mecha Phantom Beast line, as I said. 1 Instant Fusion because you can make Sea Monster Theseus, which actually then combos helps you go into Vermilion Mech. Monster Gate. This is a brilliant card for the deck because once you spawn a token, you can tribute that token to activate Monster Gate's effect, and then you start executing. This is the reason why I took out the level 3 Mecha Phantom Beast from my deck, so I can play more of the level 4 ones. Because with the level 4 ones, you can actually then combo off with Monster Gate. And then if you hit a level 4, you can make a rank 4, depending on what you get. Or if you hit Coatwing, you can make a rank 10, which is really good. But the deck doesn't really function well off Monster Gate as a 1. I didn't draw into it at all, even though it's a brilliant tech card. If this comes to free, then the deck is going to perform a lot better. 1 Raigeki for board wiping, 1 Soul Charge for monster recursion, because if you do survive to the late game, this is actually a really good card. And then 2 enemy controllers. Once again, this is based on using the token cards. You tribute to one of your tokens and then take control of one of their monsters. It can be used offensively and defensively. And I rarely use the battle position effect. And then Mecha Phantom Beast spell card is free Scramble. Basically, I didn't actually get to. I think I pulled off its effect once. Basically, if your opponent controls more monsters than your non-token monsters, so if you say have 5 tokens on Mecha Phantom Beast tokens on the field and your opponent had 3 monsters, you can activate this card, tribute 3 of your Mecha Phantom Beast monsters, and summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beasts from deck. But they get shuffled in during end phase. But the main reason why I use it is to summon the Mecha Phantom Beast from deck, which is really powerful. But because the only thing that makes it really bad is its restriction on your opponent having more monsters than you. And for the last spell cards, we play 2 Twin Twisters to pop opponent's back row and to get rid of any dead cards that might be in the hand, or even Old Lion, because you kind of want them in the graveyard rather than your hand. And then for trap cards, I started off by playing 2 Mirror Forces, which were Stormy Mirror Force, because you kind of have to start and wait until your combos are enabled. Can start, so 2 Stormy Mirror Force, and because they're a wind, I thought, why not play the wind one? 1 Aerial Recharge, because sometimes you need a way to get a token on the board, but because you have to tribute a token that you're in an end phase or destroy this card, it's kind of really bad, and I've only played 1 of. 2 Call of the Hunted for Graveyard Recursion. Once again, I said Graveyard Recursion is great for this deck. 2 Solemn Strikes, 2 for disrupting your opponent, and 1 Solemn Warning to round off the Solemn Brigade. For the extra deck, I played 1 Sea Monster Theseus, mainly because it's a level 5 tuner and most of your deck is level 4. And as I said before, Vermilion Dragon Mech is really good with this deck. So you want to try and combo into that. One high speed Roikadama with Bloom Pala. Now, when I was playing the level 3s, I used this card because it's a level 6 machine type tuner. Because Bloom Pala restricts you to only machines. But you can use O-Lion and one of the level 4 ones to summon this if you wanted to. Also, if you control no monsters, you can bring it back from the graveyard, which is okay. And the more important fact is you can banish a machine from graveyard to inflict 500. The 500 damage is important, but banishing your Mecha Phantom Beast is quite a bit. One Samurai Destroyer. I don't think I have the second one yet. That's why I'm playing this Mecha Phantom Beast. Kandora. But I would recommend playing 2 Samurai Destroyers because of the machine type special summon. Graveyard recursion effect. Once again, I said 1 familiar mech, Dragon Mech, because you can banish tuner monsters. And then, when it's destroyed by your opponent's card effects, you can add back your Bloom Pal or your O-Lions, which is pretty cool. One Mecha Phantom Beast, Jurens Zack Kalan. When he synchro summons, you tribute all your Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and then you discard cards from your opponent's hand. I actually did pull this off once, but it got banished right away through your bottomless trap hole. But because it's a summon effect, it still went through. But it's also a good card because then when it's destroyed, you can set one quick play spell card directly from your deck, which includes Twin Twisters or enemy controller to dodge your opponent. If the deck were any better, I'm sure you could do better with the setting quick play. Also, I think Mecha Phantom Beast monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle card effects, so it gives some protection too. One gear gains X to search out machines because your whole deck is level 4 or lower machines except for Max C. One Tornado Dragon for back row sniping. The Utopia package. In case you ever need to run over a monster. One number 11 Big Eye because with one token your monsters become level 7. Therefore you can make Big Eye. Mecha Phantom Beast Strinkle Sack, which I don't have, but is a part of the deck. I had to borrow it off one of my friends at the tournament or at the sneak peek, locals, whatever you want to call it. I went into Draco Sack more because it actually helps you spawn out tokens, but because of the extra links, though, you can't really go for a second overlay or anything until the Wind Link monster comes out. But Big Eye taking over opponent's monster is pretty vital. One number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. I made this once, and it's good for stalling, but once it runs out of materials, you're kind of out of options, and you don't actually know what to do. One Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, in case you ever get to a point where you need to inflict 2000 damage to your opponent. And one Decode Talker, because we don't have the Wind Link yet, so I ended up playing Decode Talker. In testing, I actually did make this once, along with a Cyframe Lowered Omega, which was really good for the deck. But that was back when I could use the level 3s, and I decided to take them out. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. This is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, out.